welcome to Carolina Week Sports. I'm Mark Alexi. On Saturday, the football team traveled to Greenville to take on East Carolina. It was Carolina's first trip to Greenville in 32 years. The Tar Heels fell short by a field goal in what turned out to be an intense rivalry game against the Pirates. The game was a hard-fought showdown of experience versus talented youth. This was the first away game in an intimidating environment for many UNC players. The game was loaded with momentum shifts and game-changing plays.
They're going to make mistakes, and they're going to be painful mistakes, and but they're going to get better. It's the only way for this football program. It's the only chance we have to grow as a football program, as a football team, is for the young kids to keep playing, keep getting better.
The Tar Heels have come a long way since the ugly performances of recent years. Clearly, they're buying into this winner attitude Davis has been talking about. The Tar Heels will open ACC play Saturday against Virginia. After dropping its first home opener ever, the women's soccer team faced third-ranked Texas A&M. The Friday matchup was in front of the 9th largest crowd in Fetzer Field history. The Heels got on board first after Yale Averbush headed the ball forward to freshman striker Megan Klingenberg. That's Klingenberg getting her first career goal. Later in the first half, Sterling Smith running up on a rebound, punching it in for the point. Heels lead 2-0. A&M All-American Ashley Pastorius scored the only goal for the Aggies as the Heels went on to win 2-1. The Lady Tar Heels faced off Sunday afternoon against Yale. The Heels claimed the championship of the Carolina Nike Classic with a 4-0 win over the Bulldogs. After losing its first season opener in program history, the team bounced back, allowing only 7 shots and 1 goal in both games during the weekend. Fans filled the stands of Carmichael Auditorium for the volleyball home opener on Friday night. The energetic crowd brought signs and some dance moves to cheer on the Tar Heels. And the Heels did not disappoint as they won a tough 5-game match against Villanova. Senior Christy Clark says that the crowd gave the team the momentum the Heels needed to pull out the victory.
Oh yeah, the crowd here is awesome, and we get so much support out here. It's so great to hear them all cheering and everything.
Coming off a win, the Lady Heels looked to keep their momentum Saturday afternoon. But the Lady Toppers of Western Kentucky came out strong in Game 1 and took an early lead. Carolina fought back, but Western Kentucky went on to win the first 2 games of the match. Behind a large crowd of students, the Heels regrouped in Game 3, winning 30-19. But the Lady Toppers used a late rally to win a close Game 4 and the match 3-1. The Tar Heels continued their play in the Carolina Classic Saturday night in a nail-biter against the undefeated American Eagles. The Heels took an early lead, going up 2-0 in a best-of-5 match, but American fought back to win the next 2 games to force a 5th game. The Heels went on to win 15-12, and relieved coach Joe Segula says the team lost their focus, but the consistency of some of their newest players won the match for them.
We brought Courtney Johnston in. She's a real stable player, and we knew that at that time of the game, she couldn't really be effective. It changed the rhythm of the game a little bit.
Of course, he's number 1 in our hearts, and now he's added another honor to his long list of accomplishments. Sarah Moore was in Springfield, Massachusetts for Roy Williams' induction into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
We're in Springfield, Massachusetts. This is the birthplace of basketball and the home of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. He is only the 3rd coach to lead 2 schools to an NCAA title game. In 2005, he won a national championship at North Carolina, his alma mater. A 6-time National Coach of the Year, elected as a coach. Would you please welcome Roy Williams to the Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2000.
To be going into the Hall of Fame at all is a tremendous honor, but to be going in with these coaches and this team is something that is the highlight of my coaching life.
Well, it is an awe-inspiring experience just walking around and see what's happened and see the way that people are recognized. It's pretty special. Sort of just catches your eye a little bit and you think that there's going to be somebody else walking by and seeing your picture up there. And
I always wanted to be like my high school coach. That was my dream. And then I was a high school coach for 5 years and just felt like I wasn't doing as much as I wanted to do. And so I wanted to get into college coaching, and all of a sudden, about the same time I was having those thoughts, Coach Smith asked me to come back. And it's going to be hard to say a lot of great things about Kansas and say a lot of great things about North Carolina, so I'm just going to focus on the people. I'm so personal and probably thin-skinned, and I give my heart, my body, and soul. And Chancellor Measure said it's not immoral to love two institutions, and I really do.
And what a great ceremony it was, and kudos to Sarah Moore for making that trip up to Massachusetts.
Absolutely. What a ceremony for Roy. Congratulations to him.
Thanks, Mark. Well, Adam, when you hear about hot sauce, you probably think about Texas.
But after the break, find out why it's a little hotter in one part of the Tar Heel state these days.